of European settler colonists on indigenous land in the Caribbean and the Americas um, reflects the currents of this master narrative. And Takaki defines the master narrative as a powerful and popular but inaccurate story of how our country, in this case the United States, Takaki was speaking and writing
Are you gonna
in the
fuck?
United States as a United States citizen, of how the United States was settled by European immigrants, and it puts forth again this inaccurate
Dude, what the fuck is this
story
guy saying, bro?
that the first Americans, or who would become Americans, were white. Race, observed African American novelist Toni Morrison, has functioned because of this master narrative as a metaphor necessary to the construction of quote unquote Americanness, right? And in the creation of this national identity, in the creation of this American identity historically, American has been defined as white. And in that respect, not to be white is to be designated as the other, different, inferior, and unassimilable. Now, it's important to note that Morrison and Takaki are not condoning this master narrative. They are critiquing it heavily. Right? They are critiquing the fact that Morrison, as a black woman, and Takaki as a queer Asian man, both were excluded because of this master narrative, right? And so Morrison is critiquing the structures of racial inequality that undergird the history of the United States since before its inception. And Takaki shares in that critique by citing Morrison. So citations, who folks choose to credit for these ideas. This is also part of this process of historical writing. And in this case, Takaki is engaging with the politics of history in calling out the existence of this master narrative and how the cultural fictions of race